Alright, so today we're going to talk about how to use the color key and to discuss angle with lights. So here we have a typical color key that I have. If you notice, we have two halves. We have a side view, which is really like that. So the angles are 45 degrees on there. And then we have a top view. So how I tend to use this is to talk about how light is going to hit the figure. So first I'm going to take this side view away. And we're going to center that. And then we have our lovely 3D printed guy. Alright. So how do we do that from there? Well, what we tend to do is we talk about how it connects to how lighting hits the figure. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple things to this. I'm going to, one, add this hamster cage. I put this together with out of a kit, a hamster corral, which I'm going to reposition the video here. So you can hopefully maybe see this a little bit better. At the local Petco, they had a hamster corral and I just repurposed it. Why? Because that's what we do. Okay, so with that, what I have is I have this little LED light. So what we're able to do there is talk about how light hits the figure. So do we want it low? Do we want it to come up on the actor? Do we want it to come down from behind and be a backlight? More of a downlight? Do we want it to light him from the side if we're doing dance lighting? Stuff like this. So with my students, we're able to position these things. So today we're going to explore the concept of what would be a basic McCandless wash. So what we have is we also have these little 3D printed source 4s just to represent a stage light. And since they have magnets on them, they will click. So if I come over here and go, well, I'm going to come around the other side of the camera and go, hey, I kind of like how that hits his face there. So then what I can do is I can go, I'm going to put the light, the little lighting fixture about where I would have the light on the actor. Then if I come over here and go, oh yes, I like that over there because I'm watching the 45 degree lines on my chart, I can put another light and point it at the actor. So again, so I have light hitting the actor this way, and I have light hitting the actor that way. The other thing that we might want to do is we might want to add some downlight. So here's what it would look like from back behind. We can talk about straight down, and maybe in this particular show, for whatever reason, we want a light that hits the actor straight down like this as an option in the acting areas, right? But we also want one that hits them from behind a little bit. So I'm going to put another one back here and focus that on there. So what we're able to do is show with this little light and these pieces how those lights hit. So you can see we have all the lights up in the grid, and all that's going to work. Now how does this work in terms of notating on there? So I'm going to zoom over here. Well, the first thing is we have this side view. So if we put that next to it on the cage, I'm going to move the camera this way a little bit so you can maybe see. We can start and we can notate where the lighting fixtures are. So if I look from above, I have a light coming in this way, and I have a light coming in this way, and I have two lights coming in from the top and the bottom. I have one coming straight down, and then I have one a little bit farther back. And so I'm able to notate it onto that like so. Now with the side view, if I put the actor back here, I have two of them coming down like that. I have one coming straight down, and I have one coming back at the actor. So using a combination of these two, I can really describe how that fits into a three-dimensional world. And then these become your acting area. For the actors to use. And so for lighting designers to use. So you can basically go through and say that everything within that square, if you made it circular, is your acting area, and your lights are coming from here, and from back there. And you can explore this. What's great about this kind of technique is then you can take these lights, and if you're doing side lighting, you can pretend like, well, it's a boom light. And you can talk about placing a head, a waist, yep, and I'm placing the light right in, and then a shin, and how that would look in there. And then you can talk about how the light would sculpt the dancer from there, there, and there. So you can use this technique to describe how do you convert lights hitting an acting area and converting them into a color key. And so it helps you denote how that fits. So it's a way to convert one to the other. That's it. We'll see you next time. Bye.